Once upon a time, in a small village nestled among rolling hills, there lived a kind and beautiful young girl named Belle. She was known throughout the village for her love of reading and her kind heart. Belle's father, Maurice, was an inventor and was always working on some new inventions. One day, as Maurice set out on a journey to showcase one of his inventions at a nearby fair, he got lost in the deep, dark forests that surrounded the village. Lost and with a storm brewing on the horizon, he stumbled upon a magnificent castle hidden deep in the woods. Intrigued by its beauty, Maurice decided to seek shelter there. Little did he know that the castle was not just beautiful but also magical. It was home to a beast, a creature who had been cursed by an enchantress years ago. The beast, once a handsome prince, had become a terrifying creature. He had a heart full of sadness and anger, which reflected in his fearsome appearance. To break the curse and return to his human form, the beast needed to find his true love. When Maurice entered the castle, he was met with a growling voice. The beast, who initially wanted to chase Maurice away, saw the desperation in the old man's eyes and decided to offer him shelter. Despite his fearsome exterior, the beast had a good heart buried deep inside. Belle, back in the village, grew worried when her father didn't return. With the help of their trusty horse, Philippe, she set off to find him. After a long journey through the forest, Belle arrived at the mysterious castle and was shocked to see her father locked away in a dungeon. She bravely offered herself in exchange for her father's freedom. The beast agreed to this proposal but gave Belle the run of the castle. Over time, Belle and the beast began to spend time together. Belle wasn't afraid of the beast, for she saw past his exterior to the gentle and kind soul that lay within. She taught him to read, and they enjoyed reading in the castle's magnificent library together. As the days turned into weeks, Belle and the beast's friendship grew into something more profound. They shared stories, laughter, and, most importantly, they shared their hearts. And as they did, something magical started to happen. The beast's heart began to soften, and he started to smile and laugh. One evening, as Belle missed her family terribly, the beast surprised her by letting her use a magical mirror. This mirror allowed her to see her father, who was gravely ill in the village. Belle realized that she needed to go home to take care of her father, even though it meant leaving the beast. The beast, despite his sadness, understood her decision and gave her a magical rose as a parting gift. Belle returned to the village and nursed her father back to health. Her love and care for her father were unwavering, but she couldn't help but miss the beast, who had become so dear to her. In the village, an arrogant and handsome man named Gaston had set his sights on Belle. He was determined to marry her, and when he found out about the beast, he saw an opportunity to eliminate his competition. He rallied the villagers and led an attack on the castle. Just when it seemed that all hope was lost, Belle and her father arrived just in time. Belle's love for the beast had taught her that love was more important than appearances, and this love broke the curse. The beast was transformed back into the handsome prince he once was. The prince, with gratitude in his heart, thanked Belle for teaching him the true meaning of love. Belle, in turn, was delighted to see her beloved beast now transformed. Their love for each other grew stronger with every passing day. But the enchantment of the castle did not stop there. As the curse was broken, the house's caretakers, who had been turned into furniture, were also transformed back into their human forms. Lumiere, the charming candelabra, Cogsworth, the punctilious clock, Mrs. Potts, the teapot, and her son Chip, the teacup, all stood before Belle and the prince. Belle, with tears of joy, embraced her friends who had become like family. Lumiere and Cogsworth chuckled at their restored human forms, while Chip hugged Belle tightly. And so, the beautiful Belle, the handsome prince, and their newly human friends lived happily ever after, a reminder to all that true beauty lies within one's heart, and that love has the power to transform even the most fearsome of beasts. The end.